Dodgers swept the Freeway series again. There was an all-star game, and we're starting the second half.
First place, baby.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Lad Talk. We're back after the all-star break. Things went pretty well.
Yeah, ready for more baseball. Baseball. Dodgers did what they needed to do.
They did.
Yeah.
They went up against the Angels right before the all-star break, looking to get back into first place, and they did just that.
They did what they needed to. They won both games against the Angels, and then we were just waiting for Sunday to see how the Diamondbacks were going to do. Luckily, they lost. So went into the break, being tied for first. It's always a good thing.
It's a great way to start the second half.
Yes.
The home run derby came a little bit early for the Dodgers. It seems like all their all-stars went yard for them against the Angels.
Yeah, it was just an unfair match. You know, we just beat up on them. That's all there's to say. Good wins.
Good wins. Freddie with a home run in that first game. J.D. Martinez with a home run. Mookie Betts with 2 home runs. Will Smith hitting a home run. So every single Dodger all-star in that first game getting the home run. Going big fly.
Yes.
Big fly.
Except for Kirsch. He's pitcher. He's hurt. But yeah, 4 out of the 5 did. It's great.
That's pretty awesome. It was a big day at the plate for the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up winning this one 11-4. Mookie was 3 for 4 in this one, driving in 4 runs.
Phenomenal.
He's unreal. Freddie was 1 for 5. That one hit being the home run in the first inning.
I'll take it.
Will Smith was 3 for 5.
Yes.
J.D. Martinez was 2 for 5. Those guys both driving in 2 runs.
Smith has been kind of, I wouldn't say silent, but he's kind of going underneath the radar right now. So for him to see a 3 for 5 day is pretty good. Hopefully he can come back and just like hit the ground running in the second half.
Tony Gonsolin getting the win in this one.
Yeah.
Still didn't look as sharp as you'd like to see him, but
Nope.
pitched deeper into the ball game, pitching into the 7th this time. Not quite finishing the 7th, but getting 2 outs into the 7th. That's pretty good for Tony.
That's pretty good. 1 out shy of getting all the way through 7. So good for him. We need the longevity out of these starters. So we're all happy that, let's rephrase, the bullpen. All the arms are really happy they had this break. I wouldn't say the lineups were, but at the same time, good to regroup and needed the break.
And the bullpen finishing on a high note.
Yes.
Not allowing any runs in
Phenomenal.
this game. All
Phenomenal.
4 runs were charged against Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully keep that momentum going into the second half.
Yes, we
We're
need
really
that.
going to need the bullpen, and got the trade deadline coming up soon, so might get some additions there.
We need to. And I think the Dodgers front office is smart enough to know that's all they need to do. Don't need any help in the lineup. It's deep. They have the depth. They just need to get some arms, so we're not just relying on 4 of the same guys.
So Dodgers winning this one 11-4, looking to sweep the short 2-game series as they did last time these 2 teams faced off in Anaheim. And the Dodgers got it done again. It was home run derby times 2.
Well, who hit one this time?
Mookie hit one, his 26th of the year.
Of course.
Max Muncy hitting his 21st of the year. Freddie Freeman, who hit 3 home runs in 3 games.
Wow.
He's now up to 17. You got J.D. Martinez. He just hits dingers.
He's just a dinger kind of guy.
Just a dinger kind of guy.
Just hit dingers.
His 22nd of the year. David Peralta, the freight train, his 7th home run of the year. That one coming in the 7th inning. So Dodgers, big time offense in this series.
Yes.
Still just 4 for 12. 8 runners left on base, and they still scored 10 runs. So
Via the long ball, I mean, that's what the Dodgers are going to do. They're the best team with 2 outs. I think they're top probably 2 or 3 in the NL. Probably all of baseball, but definitely in the NL on home runs as a team.
they're second right behind the Atlanta Braves,
there you
who
go.
are the hottest team in the world right now.
Yeah, they're crazy. So hopefully this little break kind of cooled them off, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was really fun to see. Great 2-game short little series. You can almost call it a doubleheader because it was so fast, but it was fun.
Vesia getting the opener role in this one. He pitched 1 inning, allowing a hit. He struck out 2, so maybe he's starting to figure some things out. A couple pretty good performances back to back there.
Yes. Like we talked about. I mean, to cut you off, but when he came back, just
why'd you cut me off, man?
Because I meant to. No, I didn't mean to. Lost my train of thought.
think about it.
That first start, or his first appearance.
First appearance.
Is that
When he went for the save.
Right when I'm talking. Yeah, his first appearance back, he looked really good. Like we talked about, he was staying on that backside, really getting loaded and just releasing. It was pinpoint. And same thing here. He looked really, really good. Had one hit and struck out 2, so that's a really good thing. And then Grove comes up for 6. Is it the first inning just Grove's kryptonite or what?
It could be. It seems like he falls behind early. Still allowed 4 runs in this one, but spread it out over 6 innings. And when your offense scores 10, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, that's less than 1 run an inning, so that's fine. Over 6. I mean, you give up only 4 runs, you should probably win a ball game. Not bad.
Probably.
Not bad for a rookie.
Brian Hudson, the lefty, pitching 1 2/3 innings. He allowed a run, and then Evan Phillips finishing it off, getting the final out of the ball game. He'd probably just come in to stay sharp.
Yes.
Before you go into the All-Star break. So Dodgers with the mini sweep against the Angels again. Ohtani with 3 hits in this one. In the first game, he had 1 hit, so he saw the ball a little bit better against the Dodgers pitching staff, but
still only 4 hits over the 2 games. I mean, for the best hitter on the planet, it's not going to get it done.
And when the rest of the offense isn't doing their job, it doesn't really matter. So Dodgers touching up Detmers in that first game, in this game, for 7 runs.
Which he had our number last time. We couldn't hit
right.
the brown side of any barn he threw at us, so...
We also had the draft leading into the All-Star break. The Dodgers taking Kendall George, an outfielder out of Texas in the first round, a high schooler. Dodgers usually don't go the high school route especially with the first round pick. Apparently he's going to be a decent hitter. He's got great fielding skills, and he's arguably the fastest guy in this draft class.
Yeah.
So... maybe it has to do with the new rules.
Yes.
Looking to steal some bases. When Freddie Freeman is your stolen base leader, it might be time to address that issue.
I think so, and also the fact that with the new rules, if you're going to get on base, if you're a guy with plus speed, you're probably going to get that base. I would say 8, almost 9 times out of 10 nowadays. These catchers just don't stand a chance. It's unfortunate, but yeah, the pitchers can throw over twice per base, so... good for the Dodgers.
Good for the Dodgers. Could be a good pick. Their second pick was Jake Geloff, third baseman out of Virginia. Power. Most home runs in Virginia University history.
Yeah. And that's saying
University of Virginia history.
And that's saying something just because, I mean, they're a team that will consistently go to the World Series every year, so good for him.
And then taking a high school pitcher in the 3rd round. Dodgers going with a lot of arms in this draft.
Not a bad thing. Good trade pieces, but at the same time, we need the depth in the pen. We need the depth in the rotation, so not a bad thing.
So addressing the needs there. Taking a little more high schoolers than they usually do, so maybe looking for some upside. Hopefully those guys can develop. Dodgers are really good with player development, so it shouldn't be an issue there.
The best.
We also watched the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mookie going up against Vlad in the first round. Not really a fair matchup there.
No, Mookie's about a foot shorter, maybe 100 pounds lighter. That's not a fair advantage by any means, but you know what? If you're going to lose, might as well lose to the Home Run Derby king.
That first round, we saw something that I've never seen before with Adley Rutschman going up there left-handed.
Yes.
Hitting 19 Jimmy Jacks.
And you know what? I think that's his power side. But then he comes out. They even said it was heat in the moment, spontaneous. He gets up there for the extra 30-second bonus time, right-handed, and hits 8 of 10 home runs. 8 home runs in 10 pitches. It was unreal. Insane.
We're looking at each other going, he's a righty, he's a righty,
yeah,
he's a righty.
They showed his Little League picture, and he was batting right-handed, so we thought, just do that the whole time next time. Yeah. But you know what? Fun to see. I really wish he could have gone on, but we didn't look at any. I didn't look at any articles the next day, but I guarantee that was the talk of the town.
That was the first time I've ever seen someone
Ever.
switch hit in the Derby, so
Ever.
that was pretty exciting to watch.
We've seen switch hitters, but they've always just done from one side, so
Right.
that was fun. That was fun to watch.
And then it was pretty funny because then Luis Robert goes up next and just smokes him, and he's just sitting there going,
Oh my god.
pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Got knocked out right away. And a lot of big flies. The only thing about the new format, it's so fast, you don't really get to see the ball and see the majestic moon shots that they're hitting.
Right. I mean, you see the end of it, you see where it lands, but I want to see that thing take off, you know? And you got the split screen going, so... But again, I mean, you're seeing one, and then he's already hit two by the time that one ends, and then you're like, okay, where's the ball going? And then all of a sudden it hits somebody that's trying to shag the ball and they can't catch.
And then sometimes they'll be tracking a long home run, and it's like the longest home run that the guy has hit. But then they have to pan over to the next one that they think is a home run, but it's just a fly out to dead center.
Yeah, you get to see where it lands. Yeah. It lands out of the stadium, but you see the guy like just miss the ball.
Yeah. By the way, get some kids out there that know how to catch a baseball. What are we doing?
You're trying to get everybody involved in the game. I get it. But for safety reasons, you got to get some guys that can catch the ball.
Make sure little Johnny knows how to catch a fly ball.
Just put a fence and just let him stand out there and have fun.
Yeah.
Don't put all the pressure of having him try to go out there and catch a 100-mile-an-hour home run coming right at him.
These kids, they can't catch.
I don't know.
Let's figure it out.
This guy he's making a nice play for it and then just goes beep and then didn't see it drop and he's like, yeah, he opens up and he goes, oh.
And then the waterworks start. It's
It's
just
funny.
it's we need to work on it.
It wasn't funny, but it was hilarious. You know, you're not supposed to laugh, but I laughed so hard. It's one of those situations.
The home run derby was fun. A lot
Yep.
of excitement there. Congratulations to Vlad Jr. He hit Randy Arozarena with his little
Good.
WWE thing. Showed him up.
I mean,
That's all in good fun.
if that's your thing for that year, for that postseason, fantastic. But he's been doing it every day for the last 4 years.
It's his trademark.
I
No
thought
one,
the boots were his trademark.
he can sue Vlad for doing that. Did you know that?
I don't think that's his trademark.
That's not true. I lied.
Yeah.
So home run derby, a lot of fun. Going on to the All-Star game, you had
Fun.
a Dodger hitting 2-hole, a Dodger hitting 3-hole, and a Dodger hitting 4-hole.
And you know what? Mookie did nothing. Freddie got a knock. JD got 2.
And nice little double, little extra base hit.
Yeah.
And a run scored.
No, he did good. It was fun overall. Finally got to see the National League win in my life. No, it was like maybe the second time in my life that I actually remember watching. So that was fun. Good for, was it Diaz, Colorado catcher, smoked that
Crushed
ball. That thing was, I mean, as soon as he hit it, I think he knew it was coming. I think he really anticipated that coming because he timed it and he swung the hardest I've ever seen anybody swing a bat this year. And that thing was gone right off the bat. He swung and then just went, oh, cool, you can't get to jump. Let's
He
get
did
to
it.
jump on the bases at the home run derby. Or at the home run derby. At the All-Star game. And then wins MVP, but doesn't get a ride. No car, no truck.
We didn't see a car this time.
No
We should have given
vehicle.
him a car.
Yeah.
Guys, if we missed something, if he got the newest Chevy electric vehicle, which we're assuming he would have gotten,
Yes.
put it in the comments below.
Let me know.
Let us know.
They have a full electric truck now.
They do. Chevy?
I don't know if it's mass produced, but yeah, it's, yeah.
I think Ford does.
Ford
too.
does. It's already out, the Lightning, but yeah.
a bunch
Chevy's-
of crap. Give me diesel.
Give me diesel. Screw gas, just give me
Yeah,
diesel.
give me diesel. Bunch of
Funny.
electricity. Bunch of crap. All-Star game was fun. Came down to the wire. Came down
Yes.
to the end. Craig Kimbrell made things interesting, as us Dodger fans know he tends to do. But he got the job done.
I think he was only in the All-Star game and only pitched because the Phillies manager was managing the National League.
I was
Whether that's
surprised.
true or not, but you know what? That's my 2 cents.
I was surprised. I mean, he's got a lot of strikeouts this year, but the ERA 3.5 for a closer.
Not good.
I don't know if that's All-Star worthy. Evan Phillips should have been there over that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not as many saves, but his ERA was probably 2 points better. I mean, for a closer, your ERA needs to be sub 2. It needs to be like under 1.5 even for you to be like the guy. I think sub 2 is adequate. All-star sub 2.
I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
We had some good times.
And moving on.
And we're moving on to the second half.
Yes, happy.
Dodgers tied for first place with the D-Bags. and they're 51-38, and they'll be taking on the New York Mets at Citi Field in New York.
We've got a tough road trip coming up. We got New York, then we got to go down to Baltimore, and then Texas, right? And then we come back home. So it's going to be a tough road trip against two really good teams, and then the Mets. So first you got the Mets, and then we'll have Baltimore, who's just phenomenal, and then you have Texas, who are still first by 2 games in their division, and they had 5 starters for the All-Star game in the American League. It was really interesting. I think it was the first time, and I don't know how long, that they've had 5 players from the same team starting.
Since the 70s Reds.
Oh, the Reds, that's right.
The big red machine.
Yeah. No, you know what? They're a good team this year. They're having a really good year. I miss Corey Seager. I don't want to talk about it no more. We'll get back.
It's going to be a tough road series.
Yes.
You would have thunk at the beginning of the season that you would look at that road series and say, uh-oh, we got to face the Orioles and Rangers, and also we're playing the Mets.
Yeah, you know what? You would think, oh no, I don't want to face the Mets. The others are just pushovers. But you know what? The tables have turned tables. We got New York, who's 4th in their division, San Diego East, and then, 2 really good teams after that. So hopefully this is just a 3-game series, or is it 4?
3.
Okay, good. Only got a 3-game series. You got Verlander, and then I don't remember who, and then you got
Scherzer.
Which
Down
he
here.
hasn't been that sharp.
Him and Verlander.
Giving up a lot of long balls. Wolf, of course, he had a Cy Young caliber season last year, ends up winning the World Series. How can you... If you don't get the Cy Young the next year, it's a down year no matter what. So.
And he's 40.
You know what? You're going to give your top 2 guys hundreds of millions of dollars, and you know what? They're 40.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, Sukon.
San Diego East.
So it'll be Julio going in Friday's game against Justin Verlander, big crybaby. The Mets going up against Julio. They haven't seen him too much. You got Starling Marte has 12 at-bats. He's hitting .250 with a home run.
Okay.
Tommy Pham, exact same stat line, 12 at-bats, hitting .250, a home run. Pete Alonso's seen him 6 times. He's 1 for 6.
Chases a lot.
A lot of strikeouts for Pete this year, the Polar Bear. And then on the Dodgers side, they've seen Verlander a little bit. Mookie Betts has seen him 16 times, still looking for a hit.
Oh my
Verlander.
God.
So hopefully you can get it here in this one.
Not good, yeah.
David Peralta, in 12 at-bats, is hitting 167 with a home run. The next most at-bats is JD. He's 3 for 6 against him. So haven't seen too much of Verlander. A little bit surprising because he has been around for a long time.
Yes.
But, a lot of that time has been spent in the American League. So it does make sense there.
It does make sense there, but you know what? The Dodgers are going to come out. They're going to have a good time against him, I believe. It's going to be a little tough because it's in New York. 4:10 start our time, so 7 p.m. for them. Hopefully the Shadows don't play a big part of that, but you know what? I think they're in a really good game. I think the line is going to just continue, hit the ground running, and we're going to have a good old time in New York.
Good old fun. Going Saturday, it'll be on Fox. It'll be Saturday night baseball on Fox. Dodgers have not announced their starter. Mets have not announced their starter, so nothing to report there. On Sunday, the Dodgers have not announced their starter for that one.
Typical.
The Mets will be going up against Max Scherzer.
Should have been a Kershaw day.
He should be back sometime pretty soon.
I don't want to rush him.
Mid-July, don't rush him, but could be back soon.
I don't want to rush him. I'd rather him get more rest because we're managing. But yeah, August, September, we need him for sure. If he wants to wait another week, I'm okay with that. I think we can get by through July, but yeah, we need him for October. The last 2 months are crucial, especially in this division, the way it's been playing. The Diamondbacks seems like they're not going anywhere. I think they will. They're going to just be swept underneath the rug last month. They can't last. They haven't had, I don't want to say any, but virtually, they've had virtually no injury issues like the Dodgers have had. The Dodgers have had the most arms, bullpen, and starting rotation on the injury list more than any other team this year. We've had the most adversity, still in first place.
Still in first place.
Baby.
So, need Kershaw back for sure, for Scherzer.
Yeah.
Scherzer, 8-3 on the year with a 4.31 ERA. Still striking out a lot of guys. He's got over 100.
That's what he does. He's got good stuff.
What
you
do you
know
do?
what? He hasn't been as sharp. He's made more mistakes than he's used to. That's what happens when you're 40.
As far as matchups are concerned, Freddie Freeman has seen him the most, 49 at-bats. He's hitting 2.24 against him. National League East, you know how it goes.
50 at-bats.
50 at-bats. He's got 3 home runs, 4 runs driven in. Jason Hayward has seen him pretty well, and 18 at-bats. He's hitting 278.
Okay.
Muncy in 13 at-bats is hitting 308 with a home run. JD Martinez has only hit 182, but he's hit him for 2 big flies.
Good.
David Peralta has 2 home runs against him, batting 286 and 21 at-bats.
Good.
Miguel Rojas has seen him 35 times. He's hitting about 250 with a home run. The Dodgers didn't get to see Scherzer too long last time with the whole sticky. You know, hopefully see him pretty well here against the home crowd. It's going to be a day game. That'll be 10:40 LA time.
Yep. That's early.
You mean early bird special?
You mean I gotta wake up to watch this?
Yeah, you gotta wake up to watch the Dodgers.
I'm sleeping in till 10.
That's a good way to wake up.
Yeah, that's a good way to wake up.
So you miss batting practice, catch the game. Perfect timing.
Fine for me.
So that'll do it for us here on Lad Talk. Guys, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go Dodgers.
Adios.
Cool.